Hey, I'm Erin. I'm a realtor with Trailside Property Group in Western North Carolina, based in Asheville. Today we're going to go over a few ways that we help our buyers save money when they're purchasing a home. The first strategy that we use quite regularly is called seller credit. So say you're writing an offer on a property that's listed at $300,000 and you're looking to save a little bit of money. One option might be to write that offer at, say, $290 and see if the seller will agree at the lower purchase price. And that will save you $10,000 in the long run. But if you're getting a loan on the property, that just means that your monthly payment might be a little bit less than it would at $300,000. We're talking maybe $10 a month. But another option is called a seller credit. So with a seller credit, you would write the offer for $300,000 with a $10,000 seller credit. What that looks like for you is $10,000 in your pocket at closing day. So that could be put towards repairs on the house, that could be put towards an investment or your rainy day fund in case anything happens. But if you were to just get $10,000 off of the purchase price, so you bought the home for $290, then that looks like maybe $10 a month in savings on your mortgage. So at the end of the day, for you as a buyer, it might be more advantageous to have that $10,000 in your hands on closing day versus over a 30-year mortgage saving $10,000. Most people don't keep a home for 30 years anyway, or at least don't keep a mortgage. So you'll often refinance if interest rates decrease. So that's just something to keep in mind. When you're trying to save a few bucks, would you rather save it off of the mortgage long term, or would you rather have that money in your pocket the day you buy the house? Another way that we help people save money here in Asheville is to consider all of Western North Carolina when you're thinking about moving here. So I often tell buyers to make a list of what really matters to you when purchasing a home. And if those things are being downtown Asheville, then that's one thing that really limits our search. But if your list of things are, 3 bedrooms and we want some land, maybe be close to trails, see the mountains, maybe not a mountain view, but you'd like to see the mountains on your daily commute, that kind of thing, then there are tons of little towns around Asheville that might be a better fit for you and might save you tens of thousands of dollars. If Asheville itself is your dream, then that's great. We can make that happen for you. But if it's not just the city that matters to you and there are other key components about living here or things you want in a home, we might find a better fit for you in a town like Keller or Canton or Arden or Fairview. There are numerous towns and we cover all of them, so we're happy to help you with any of those. Another strategy I really like to use with home buyers is negotiation on repairs. So when you're purchasing a home, we always recommend you get a home inspection, and something will come up no matter how new the house is. So when you get that home inspection back, we'll look through it and you can say, okay, I'm comfortable with all of those things. Let's just move forward with the purchase. Or you can say, hey, I'd really like to ask the seller to fix some of these items. Now we can write that up as a repair request and ask the seller to have those things done before you move in, which is really nice if you want to move into a ready to go house, or say there's an electrical issue that feels unsafe and you don't even want to live there for a day without it being repaired. You can ask the seller to take care of it for you. However, if there are things that you have some time that it doesn't need to be done immediately, we can get quotes and then ask the seller to compensate you financially as a seller credit instead of repairing the item themselves. So say there was a light fixture that was broken and you know you'll need to replace it eventually, we can ask the seller for $500 or whatever it might be. And if they agree to that, then that just comes back to you at closing. And that's just money in your pocket. So you can right away hire your handyman to fix the light fixture and be done with it. Or you can really shop around for quotes and potentially save some money in the long run if you find someone who will do the job for less than we originally thought. Nobody's coming to check and make sure that you used that money for what it was designated for. A seller credit is really it's just money. Like, hey, this was broken. Here you go. I'm compensating you for it. So that's another strategy I like to use to get some money back in your pocket at closing day and, potentially save thousands of dollars depending on what the repairs are. So those are our tips and tricks for today. If you have anything else that you've used yourself or your realtor used that you think might be good for us to know, leave it in the comments below. We'd love to hear it. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you next time.